In a civilized corner of the Milky Way, there was a planet called Zorg. Zorg was home to a group of aliens known as the Zorgons. The Zorgons were an intelligent species with an insatiable appetite for knowledge. They had explored the vast expanse of the universe and had come across many civilizations. The Zorgons had been observing the planet Earth for a long time and had become intrigued by the human race. They had heard of a popular human riddle that had been circulating on the internet for years. The riddle asked, "Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized ducks or 100 duck-sized horses?" The Zorgons were fascinated by this riddle and decided that they needed to know the answer. They made the decision to abduct 2 humans to ask them the age-old question. The 2 humans chosen were a man named Dave and a woman named Sarah. Dave and Sarah were having a picnic in the park when they were suddenly beamed up into the Zorgon spaceship. They were disoriented and scared when they found themselves face to face with a group of aliens. "Welcome, humans," said the Zorgon leader. "We have brought you here to answer a very important question." Dave and Sarah were confused and scared. They didn't know what the aliens wanted from them. "You see," said the Zorgon leader, "we have been observing your planet for a long time, and we have come across a riddle that has fascinated us. We need to know the answer." Dave and Sarah looked at each other, wondering what the aliens could possibly want from them. "The riddle goes like this," continued the Zorgon leader. "Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized ducks or 100 duck-sized horses?" Dave and Sarah were dumbfounded. They couldn't believe that they had been abducted by aliens just to answer a riddle. "I don't understand," said Sarah. "Why do you want to know the answer to this riddle?" "Because we are curious," replied the Zorgon leader. "And we believe that you humans have the answer." Dave and Sarah looked at each other, unsure of how to respond. They didn't want to anger the aliens, but they also didn't want to fight any ducks or horses. We don't really know the answer," said Dave. "Well, you're going to have to figure it out," said the Zorgon leader. "We can't leave here until we have the answer." Dave and Sarah were forced into an arena with 10 horse-sized ducks and 100 duck-sized horses. They were given nothing but their bare hands to fight with. Dave and Sarah were surrounded by 10 massive ducks on one side and 100 tiny horses on the other. They looked at each other nervously, unsure of what to do. One of the ducks quacked menacingly and charged forward. The humans quickly realized that these ducks were not to be underestimated. Each one was the size of a horse, with razor-sharp beaks and talons that could tear a man apart. The humans dodged and weaved, narrowly avoiding the ducks' attacks. They could feel the wind from their wings as the ducks flew past them, trying to catch them off guard. The horses, on the other hand, were much easier to deal with. They were small and agile, but lacked the strength to do much damage. After several minutes of dodging and weaving, the humans realized that they needed a new strategy. They quickly huddled together to come up with a plan. Just when things seemed their bleakest, Dave remembered something he had learned in karate class. He told Sarah to distract the animals while he prepared his secret weapon. Sarah did her best to keep the animals at bay while Dave began to dig in his backpack. Finally, he found what he was looking for: the sandwiches he made for the picnic and the bag of mini carrots. He quickly made bread crumbs from the sandwiches. Dave threw the bread crumbs and carrots on the ground, and the giant ducks and miniature horses immediately flocked to them, giving Dave and Sarah a chance to escape. With the ducks and horses distracted, the humans quickly made their way out of the arena and back to the spaceship. The aliens were waiting for them, eager to hear their answer to the age-old question. "Well," said the first Zorgon, "what is your answer? Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized ducks or 100 duck-sized horses?" The humans looked at each other and smiled. "Neither," they replied. "We would rather outsmart them." The aliens were impressed. They had never considered the possibility of a species so primitive as humans using intelligence to solve a problem instead of brute force. As a reward for their cleverness, the aliens decided to let the humans go free, and even gave them a ride back to Earth. And so, the 2 humans returned to their planet with a newfound appreciation for the power of their own minds. They knew that, no matter how difficult a challenge may seem, they could always find a way to overcome it. The Zorgon leader was impressed. "Bread crumbs," he said. "Of course. How could we have been so blind?" The Zorgons released Dave and Sarah, and having successfully passed the test, humans were invited to join galactic civilization and join them among the stars. The end. Please subscribe for more bad AI sci-fi.